questions for us?
We do have a wetland in Meridian, don't you? Behind Kroger's? Okay. You mentioned Williamstown.
Yeah, the Williamstown one is the one that people always seem to be.
Yeah, but still we have one in Marietta, but a lot of people don't even know that.
Right, and if people did know about it, they'd be pointing at mosquitoes coming out of that. But I would say that they're not coming out of that wetlands. They're coming out of areas that are nearby the wetlands.
Right.
You know, hollows in trees or old bottles that have been tossed out in that woods.
Dr. DiOrio, I guess I've heard his opinion. I'm interested. Is it inevitable that this is going to end up, we're going to have mosquitoes in the state that are carrying this?
So if we were to use the chikungunya as an example, so chikungunya is spread by the same type of mosquitoes that spread the Zika virus, which is the Asian tiger mosquito and the yellow fever mosquito. And where we saw localized disease transmission in the United States with chikungunya was in the southern United States. It was in Florida and Texas, and those are possibly then due to the yellow fever mosquito and not necessarily due to the Asian tiger mosquito. But it still is really prudent for us to do all the planning we can to make sure that we protect ourselves in case with this disease it isn't spread like that and the Asian tiger is able to spread it more efficiently.
So it sounds like, I mean, this is a big issue for women, pregnant women.
Absolutely.
The rest of the populace, should we be panicking at this point?
I think people should, two things. One, I think everyone should do what they can to get rid of standing water, because not only will it protect us against the Zika virus transmission, but we already have other diseases that are spread by mosquitoes in Ohio, such as West Nile, that anything we do to protect ourselves against Zika will protect ourselves against those viruses as well, which is really great. And then the other thing is people need to be aware that, yes, pregnant women is the concern, but travelers who come back, as has been mentioned, could possibly get bitten by a mosquito here and might spread it. But you're right, the main concern right now is in the travelers, but there are things that we can all do to protect ourselves. Wear mosquito repellent when you come back from a trip where there's a lot of Zika virus transmission so that you don't get bitten by a mosquito, so it could spread. And then doing what we can to get rid of breeding sites here. Those are things that we all can take part in.
And if I could jump in to tail on the back end of that, you know, this virus has been displayed as one that is of more impact to women, and especially if they're pregnant women. And people seem to be ignoring men, and this is something that can be sexually transmitted. And it can be sexually transmitted for at least 2 months. The CDC doesn't even know if it'll go longer than that. Normally, in a person, it clears out within a couple of weeks, but not out of the semen of males. And that's long past the point where the men would be showing any sort of symptoms. So, you know, the recommendation then is that if you come back from an area where there is Zika, as has been said, you might not even know you've been infected. But if you've been in a Zika-infested area, you would be wise to be wearing some sort of barrier protection, condoms, so that you do not transmit that disease, especially to a pregnant partner. And if it were me, for at least 3 months. And I'd be watching very closely to what the CDC said on that subject.